I guess what's really difficult is reducing emissions from carbon intensive materials that at their core are heavily loaded with carbon throughout the whole process. But you take materials such as concrete, asphalt, and aggregate. How are you managing to? I know we've talked about asphalt now, but let's focus on concrete and aggregate. What are you guys doing to reduce that, and how's that working?
Yeah, we have changed mixes over the years. There's been a big focus on using ground granulated blast furnace slag, but that's a material in itself, and a useful material used across the globe. So there are pressures on that as a resource, and there's been a lot of discussion recently about throwing in maximising that is not always the best environmental outcome, and if we start buying that to reduce from other places around Europe or outside to reduce the carbon, we could be reducing their opportunity to reduce carbon in the countries where it's produced. So you need to have a sort of a wider look at the product and how you're reducing carbon. A lot of our suppliers are investing in carbon capture and storage. These are huge companies in their own right, much bigger than Costain. That's part of their strategy, which I think makes a lot of sense. What we do want to do is drive down the carbon to an absolute minimum before we're needing to go down that route. There's a lot of work going on calcined clay. That's work going on within our HS2 joint venture SCS on demonstrating the use of calcined clay as a cement replacement, which is really exciting. Obviously, it's not going to replace it in every application, but if it did 20% of concrete, that would be a huge achievement. So there's those kind of innovations that are really exciting, and will lead to a major change in the industry. I think we've been reducing the carbon content of concrete a little bit for a long time. It's that kind of what's the major innovative shift that'll create a change. We're also focused on using less concrete. We actually want to be building less, ironically. As I said, we are involved in solutions development for a lot of clients, and that might well be that we're not building something. So we have got good examples where we are advising our clients or doing something different to either improve their existing infrastructure or do things in a different way so that they don't need to use that material. So that is our first in the hierarchy. That's our first thing that we want to do. So yeah, there's a raft of things we're working on, and others in the industry are doing the same things. It's really driving through that approach and getting the consistency and the backing, I think, from our clients at the early stage of those solutions.